The College of Law breaks ground on a state-of-the-art building. Find out who was there.
What are the advantages of belonging to a freshman learning community? Santa Rosette has more on the story.
How is recreational services bringing the outdoors to our urban campus? We take you inside Touch the Earth. Good evening, I'm Jayla Bell.
And I'm Melanie Vasquez. The university celebrated Founders Day on Thursday, September 12th. The event was part of the Centennial Celebration and featured the president of the Student Alumni Association, Nicholas Feathers, and University President Mark Becker. Becker used the occasion to describe how far the university has come over the last 100 years. Students enjoyed free food, music, and a Georgia State-themed trivia game.
Prominent members of Georgia's legal community were on hand last week as the College of Law broke ground on a state-of-the-art building. Alex Ositis has more.
After more than 30 years in the Urban Life building, the College of Law broke ground on their new facility on September 12th.
The process we begin today to build a home suitable for this outstanding and great College of Law is noble, worthy, and it's exciting.
The new building will sit at the corner of John Wesley Dobbs and Park Place and will feature a 230-seat auditorium and courtroom, as well as a collaborative library space.
When the community comes together, the state comes together, our NGOs and philanthropic community comes together to support and stand up a great institution.
$58.8 million in bonds were allocated by the state earlier this year, leaving the university with an $82.5 million tab for furnishings, technology, and interior finishing.
Public outreach has always been part of our DNA, but the new building will truly allow us to challenge ourselves and become the place, the crossroads for debating and solving the leading issues of our time at the intersection of law and policy.
Construction on the new facility is expected to be complete by the fall of 2015. Reporting for GSTV News, I'm Alex Ositis.
Statistics on this year's incoming class have been released. For the current semester, the university received 13,421 applications, of which 3,108 are registered freshmen, along with 903 transfer students. Accepted students have an average GPA of 3.37 in total. The Financial Aid Office processed 20,308 applications. In response to the large amount of incoming students, Georgia State has hired 89 new full-time faculty members and has increased investments in technology and other physical resources.
Freshman learning communities are recognized for their high achievement rates. But what is giving students in learning communities the advantage over their classmates?
Transitioning to college can be hard, but never fear. GSU's FLCs, or freshman learning communities, are here.
So freshman learning communities started about, I think 14 years ago or so. It moved from about like 10 or 12 sections to all the way to 91 sections. We are having 24 or 25 students take classes together in the fall. So they all take the same classes in the fall together, usually related around a theme or a major.
Georgia State's FLC program has been featured in U.S. News & World Report for 9 consecutive years and consists of 25 students enrolled together in the same courses.
But one of them, obviously, is they have a higher GPA. Students tend to keep the Hope Scholarship at a higher rate. They tend to graduate faster as well. And one of the benefits that we don't talk as much, but it's the social aspect of the freshman learning community.
The FLCs are also based on general education core curriculum courses that apply to any major, which means that if you decide to change your major later on, they still count towards graduation. Reporting for GSTV News, I am Santa Rosette.
Georgia State University accepted its largest and most diverse class this fall, setting a new record for the school. Georgia State has been recognized by U.S. News & World Report magazine as one of the most diverse universities in the nation. The freshman class of 32,000 has grown by 6% from last year. Enrollment percentages of Hispanic, Asian American, and African American students has also significantly increased.
Recreational Services has designed a program that gives students opportunities for outdoor adventures, while also offering equipment rental and outdoor climbing facility on campus. Galila Kabidi takes us inside.
Touch the Earth is a program that provides students with an opportunity to participate in outdoor activities.
Touch the Earth is a program that fosters students to go out on outdoor adventure trips or to rent equipment. We really operate all over the country, and we've even done some international trips. So naturally, a lot of our weekend trips are around the, Georgia, North Carolina, Tennessee, Alabama area. But we do have trips that go to, for instance, Belize in May, so out of the country, or Alaska, or we just got back from Oregon. So we go out west, we stay locally, we go south to the Everglades in Florida, or we go out of the country. A day hike, for instance, costs $8 for students, and a rafting trip costs just $40. So they're really, really incredibly cheap.
Along with the trips that Touch the Earth provides, they also have a rock climbing wall located on the bottom floor of the rec center.
I do, and what the other Touch the Earth employees do at the rock wall is we belay the people, which means we're on the ground and we make sure that if they fall, we catch them and we make sure nothing bad happens.
For more information, check out the website at recreation.gsu.edu/Touch the Earth. This is Galila Kamidi reporting to you from GSTV.
Oh, God.
Presenting your Georgia Power Energy Efficiency Team. Helping you save money and energy around your dorm and apartment, one easy tip at a time. Lessons in lighting. Use smaller lamps over work areas so work can be done without lighting a whole room.
After the threat of doubling interest rates on student loans this summer, reporter Victor Williams spoke with economics professor Roxana Bott and got student reactions.
Student loans. Some students decide to get them. Other students decide to find some other type of way to finance their college career. However, the bottom line is they're easy to get into and hard to get out.
My thoughts on student loans are they are good, to have because some people need them, but I feel like if you can avoid them, then it's a good idea to avoid them. I'd rather, get the money elsewhere to pay for school than have to pay back those interest loans because the interest loans are high.
If you really need them, get them. But if you don't need them, you just want them just because, don't get them. Because you probably won't be able to pay them back.
There are mainly two different types of student loans, subsidized and unsubsidized. They have many similarities, however, their main difference is the interest rate.
So the subsidized means that interest doesn't accrue while you're in school, whereas if you have an unsubsidized loan, the interest is going to accrue while you're in school. And the interest rate on the unsubsidized loans has been 6.8% for the past 5 years. Unsubsidized loans, it is, the application does take into consideration income in some way. So it's generally associated with kind of lower middle class families. So quite often students will take unsubsidized and subsidized at the same time. So that's why you often see people paying different interest rates for different portions of their loans.
Some students say that they would ask their parents for money to pay back student loans, while others consider working harder with an extra job.
I would try to, watch my finances and watch my spending. And, work hard or maybe pick up an extra job.
I plan on either asking my mom for money or trying to get a good job. I'm a freshman, so I really don't know what to do from here.
Reporting for GSTV News, I'm Victor Williams.
College of Education Associate Professor Steve Harmon will be the first in a series of Centennial speakers this year. A statement from the College of Education says, Harmon created an instructional strategy that encourages more collaborative learning online. These achievements earned him the Georgia State University Instructional Innovation Award in 2011. The speaker series takes place on September 24th at 100 Auburn Avenue at 2 p.m. and is free and open to the public.
Parking accessibility and costs top the concerns of most Georgia State commuters. We go to reporter Shantice Edwards with more on the role that auxiliary services plays and what students think of parking around campus.
With over 33,000 students, Georgia State University is a majority commuter campus. With knowing that, Panther Report decided to talk to some of the students about the pros and cons of parking here on Georgia State's campus. Some students find it difficult to find reasonable parking prices around Georgia State's campus.
Usually, if there's parking in the M, N, or K deck, I park there. But if not, I have no choice. I have to park on the street and pay $10, $8.
But not all students find problems parking on Georgia State's campus.
It's so much more convenient because I have to come to school Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, and being able to come in and out as I please is so much better. And I don't have to pay every time I come if I did in one of the lots around campus. So it's way better for me.
As a community student, one of our popular options to park on campus is through use of a semester permit. We have 3 decks available for that semester permit. One, you can get a specific semester permit for T-deck, M-deck permit, or a loss non-resident permit.
I would say the cheapest way is the best way to go.
Georgia State provides a variety of parking deck locations, so students don't feel limited to parking deck access. Reporting with GSTV News, I'm Shantice Edwards.
A recent update to the Atlanta streetcar website confirmed that effective September 9th, construction is planned to advance onto Lucky Street and Centennial Olympic Park Drive. Soon after, construction will continue onto Cone Street and advance east towards Peachtree Street by mid-September. The streetcar has a tentative opening of 2014.
The month of September has been busy for Georgia State University police officers. 47 crime reports were filed, accompanying the 12 arrests made by police. 21 of those reported crimes were theft-related incidents filed between September 3rd and September 12th. One of these incidents was an attempted shoplifting that took place at the university bookstore. Already, September has surpassed the total numbers of theft-related reports filed in August, which saw 18 plus 2 theft-related arrests.
Sports with Neha Ali is coming up next on Panther Report.
Softball's head coach Roger Kincaid says he will be holding open tryouts Wednesday, September 25th at the GSU softball field. Tryouts begin at 3 p.m. All prospects are asked to contact the coaching staff and pick up a tryout packet from the second floor of the GSU Sports Arena. Only full-time students are eligible. The Lady Panthers play a doubleheader against Georgia Perimeter this weekend. The 3-1 volleyball victory against Clemson was much needed after an otherwise defeating week. This was the first win over Clemson since 1978, and head coach Tammy Audia agreed that this was a huge victory for the team. Reporter Davon Kimball has more on the game.
This past Thursday, the Georgia State women's volleyball team took the court as they faced a stiff challenge against Clemson. It was their second game of a 5-game home stretch in 5 days, which began on September 10th.
Despite losing a close first set to Clemson, the Panthers will ultimately prevail, winning 3-1 with stellar performances by Didi Bohannon, Kitana Njanku, and Eliza Zachary having 15, 13, and 12 kills respectively. It marked their first win over Clemson in 35 years.
We're still making some sloppy errors just in some of our transitions when we're defending the ball, and everybody can always work on serve receive. Still a really young team. We only have 3 upperclassmen, so our consistent attacking is something that we're going to continue to focus on as well too.
After wrapping up the GSU Invitational this past Saturday, the Panthers will prep for the SIU Edwardsville tournament, with their first game beginning on September 20th against Arkansas Pine Bluff. For sports, I'm Davon Kimball, GSTV.
volleyball will be on the road this week playing at the Southern Illinois Edwardsville tournament. Men's tennis will be holding the Georgia State Fall Invitational this Friday through Sunday. The all-day event will take place at Piedmont Park. 2 Georgia State Panther football players resigned from their positions following the loss of the Tennessee Chattanooga game. Center Michael Davis and guard Harrison Cloudy were both redshirt seniors. Cloudy reported to the AJC that his passion for the sport was no longer there and it would be unfair to his other teammates to continue playing. Both denied Panther Report's request for an interview. Panther football fell 41-7 against West Virginia last week. The Panthers, now 0-3, face Jacksonville State Saturday at the Georgia Dome at 2 p.m. ESPN3 and WRAS will be broadcasting the game. The Atlanta Falcons avoided falling 0-2 last Sunday with a 31-24 victory against the St. Louis Rams. This win leaves them trailing behind New Orleans in the NFC South. Catch the Falcons on Sunday on Fox as they head down to Miami to play the Dolphins, who are first in the AFC East. This has been your GSTV Sports Update. I'm Neha Ali.
Thank you for watching this edition of Panther Report. Please visit us on the web for stories not featured in tonight's broadcast.
Follow us on Twitter at Panther_Report and like Panther Report on Facebook. I'm Melanie Vasquez.
And I'm Jayla Bell. Have a good evening.